surprise. Thank you, IMG, for the honor. I'm a part of the 70 Indian Achievers, and on top of that, asking me to come and sing here is an honor in itself. Thank you so much. It came to me as a surprise, so I have a little note of lyrics also with me. I'm very poor with that. अभी ना जाओ छोड़ कर ये दिल अभी भरा नहीं अभी ना जाओ छोड़ कर ये दिल अभी भरा नहीं अभी ये शाम ढल तो ले जरा ये दिल संभल तो ले जरा मैं थोड़ी देर जी तो लूं नशे के घूंट पी तो लूं नशे के घूंट पी तो लूं अभी तो कुछ सुना नहीं बुरा ना मानो बात का ये प्यार है गिला नहीं अधूरी आस छोड़ के अधूरी प्यास छोड़ के जो रोज यूं ही जाओगे तो किस तरह निभाओगे ये जिंदगी की राह में जवां दिलों की छाँव में कई मकाम आएंगे जो हमको आज़माएंगे बुरा ना मानो बात का ये प्यार है गिला नहीं 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 ये दिल अभी भरा नहीं अभी ना जाओ छोड़ कर ये दिल अभी भरा नहीं थैंक यू One more for you, and I'm sure you're going to love this. खुशी से हर गम से बेगाना होता है। प्यार दीवाना होता है, मस्ताना होता है। हर खुशी से हर गम से बेगाना होता है। क्षमा कहे परवाने से परे चला जा। ला 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 ला। क्षमा कहे परवाने से परे चला जा। मेरी तरह जल जाएगा वहाँ नहीं जा। वो नहीं सुनता उसको जल जाना होता है। हर खुशी से हर गम से बेगाना होता है। प्यार दीवाना होता है, मस्ताना होता है। हर खुशी से हर गम से बेगाना होता है। रहे कोई सौ पर्दों से, डरे शर्म से, नजर अजी लाख चुराए कोई सनम से। रहे कोई सौ पर्दों में, डरे शर्म से, नजर अजी लाख चुराए कोई सनम से। जाता है जिस पे दिल आना होता है। हर खुशी से हर गम से बेगाना होता है। प्यार दीवाना होता है, मस्ताना होता है। हर खुशी से हर गम से बेगाना होता है। Thank you so much. Thank you for being such a lovely audience. Thank you. It's my honor. Thank you so much, IMG, for this platform. Thank you.
A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and a very warm welcome to this evening. Before we begin with the formal function, we take this opportunity to remember the senior journalist who passed away yesterday, Shri V.M. Satish. Remembering him, I would request all of you to kindly stand for a minute in his memory, please. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And moving on, we will have the national anthem of UAE, followed by the national anthem of India. Kindly raise. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Once again, a very warm welcome to the book release event of Young Indian Visionaries and the most prestigious Asia Live Business Awards and the most admired personality awards. And now, what does it take to be a visionary? Everybody has ideas and plans, but when one takes it to the next level with a lot of hard work and dedication and it becomes a success, then there you are, you have proved that you are a visionary. The Innovative Media Group proudly presents this grand ceremony as we release the book Young Indian Visionaries, a thoughtfully researched book that profiles the vision and success of top 70 young Indian visionaries. The book is specially created to mark 70 years of India's independence and to chronicle the achievements of our new generation visionaries who have excelled in their chosen fields and contributed to the eminence of their home country. We thank the Consul General of India, His Excellency Shri Vipul, for giving us an opportunity to connect this book to India at 70. Ladies and gentlemen, we also have the first edition of the Asia Live Business Awards and the Most Admired Personality Awards. Yes, of course, we have personalities with leadership and certain qualities, and then they start getting the adoration of masses. People look with admiration as they become role models. And here we have this evening a very big crowd of such eminent dignitaries together. Moving on, I would like to invite Mr. Sainuddin, the director of IMG, to kindly come on to the dais to welcome this august gathering. Mr. Sainuddin.
Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is indeed a delightful moment. A hearty welcome to all those who have reached this simple and grand function arranged by Innovative Media Group. The progress of a nation is also from the success of its hardworking lot who struggle to achieve their dream and goals. The contributions of Indian expatriates is invaluable in that sense. We have assembled here for launching ceremony of Young Indian Visionaries, a coffee table book of 70 selected new generation visionary leaders. IMG puts forward a dynamic philosophy by combining successful commercial enterprises and iconic entrepreneurs. IMG will also lead the Young Indian Business Summit scheduled to be held in Dubai during April this year. Visionaries from around the world will participate in this summit. Seminars, awards for the best startup projects, international sessions will be conducted as part of this landmark event. I welcome once again all the dignitaries who have graced this occasion. I expect your continued cooperation and support in future too. I wish you a pleasant, enjoyable evening. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you, Mr. Sainuddin, for that very warm welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, moving on, I would like to invite Mr. Rice, the Managing Director of IMG, to kindly come over and deliver the presidential address. Mr. Rice.
Assalamu alaikum. A very good evening to all. Most respected His Excellency Muhammad Al-Burai, Chairman, United Nations Global Compact and the CEO of Land Department Dubai. His Excellency Abhinav Puri, Honorary Consul of Chateau, Dubai, and distinguished dignitaries and ladies and gentlemen. We all are well aware that the UAE government officially declared this year as the Year of Zayed to mark 100 years since the birth of this country's founder father. We take this opportunity to remember the late Sheikh Zayed ibn Sultan Al Nahyan rahimahullah and his most powerful visionary leadership and invaluable contribution to this great country. And we pray for the entire UAE government authorities for their good governance and generous approach towards us. As Sainuddin stated in his welcome note, we all are gathered here for the launching ceremonies of our prestigious project, releasing of a coffee table book of 70 young Indian visionaries in UAE, and to honor and admire dynamic personalities across the Middle East. We have tried our level best to bring in their enchanting and successful stories like educational, social, cultural, and business activities in this book very briefly. We are sure that it will definitely be helpful to the society and to boost their business and social concepts. Visionary leaders are the builders of a new town, working with the imagination, insight, and boldness. They are responsive to the real needs of people, and they develop participative strategies to include people in designing their own futures. Our great country, India, celebrated its 70 glorious years of independence. During the past 7 decades, India has overcome different hurdles and we earned remarkable global recognition in various fields. To commemorate the same, we have selected 70 young visionaries who have contributed to the society. As we are aware that our Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji will be visiting UAE for inaugurating 6th World Government Summit tomorrow. And we hope that the bilateral ties between these two great countries will strengthen very strongly. I'm not elaborating much, and we are expecting and seek your wholehearted support, cooperation in future projects. Thank you very much, and God bless us. Jai Hind.
Mr. Rice. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen, we are honored to have here with us His Excellency Mahmoud Al-Burai, the Chairman of the United Nations Global Compact and the CEO of the Land Department. I would like to invite His Excellency onto the dais to address this gathering. Please put your hands together as we have His Excellency Mahmood Al-Burai.
Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, everyone. It is my great pleasure and honor to be here today addressing this community of successful people who has proven that they get the opportunity and they build on this opportunity. When we talk about successful cities, usually we talk about great visionary leaders. We're so blessed in the United Arab Emirates to have great visionary leaders who thought of building global city. And we're lucky today to be here in Dubai, the global city that managed to attract people from all over the world. And if I go back to the statistics that I have in my department, we have more than 217 nationalities of investors who trusted this country and who trusted this economy and who trusted this system and invested in this place. It all goes back to the visionary leadership. And it's great that today we are awarding the best visionary leaders from the Young Indian Community and the Asian Business Awards. Success always goes back to the vision. When we have a vision, this is what guides us, and this is what takes us to where we want to go. Ladies and gentlemen, it is business responsibility to think beyond economic indicators and performance. It is business responsibility to be socially responsible. And this is when we talk about sustainability. We would love to have the winners today and all businesses to think of community, where they're coming from, and give back to that community. This is the real success. When we think of people that we belong to, when we invest in the generations to come. I'm so happy to see young visionary leaders, 70 of them in this book, and hopefully in the future they will bring more and more success to the communities as they grow up. But don't forget the community, don't forget the sustainability. The world that we're living in today has 2 billion people that they're still living on $1.25 a day. It is business responsibility to take this seriously. It is business responsibility to be leaders. And the real leaders are the human leaders who think of communities where they come from, or even if they don't come from these communities, if you think of global citizens, then we need to be global citizens. We need to be global leaders. I thank you so much, IMG, for inviting me, and I wish you all the best. And I am so happy to see the great positivity in this room and the positive energy. So keep it up and build on your success. Don't rest on it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, His Excellency. And now moving on to the most awaited ceremony, the release of the coffee table book, Young Indian Visionaries. The IMG has been working for this book for the last couple of months, and today they are becoming successful. This evening, we are releasing the coffee table book, Young Indian Visionaries. And to do the honor, I would like to invite once again His Excellency Mahmood Al-Burai, the Chairman of the United Nations Global Compact and the CEO of Land Department. This book
India. World's largest democratic and secular nation inhabited by 1.5 billion people. Countless faiths, races, regions, languages, cultures, lifestyles, costume. Above all, the single feeling of being Indian, the dignity, the tricolor flag flying high. India has become one of the greatest superpowers on earth, realizing the lofty dreams of its freedom fighters over the past 7 decades. Unbelievable progress in science and technology, the development of towns and villages. India is a force to reckon with today, having conquered new frontiers in industrial and agricultural growth, foreign investment, world-class talented professionals, and excellence in academics. The world awaits the voice of India these days. Jawaharlal Nehru, India's first minister, was in fact reflecting the aspirations of millions of people when he delivered his destiny speech.
Long years ago, we made a tryst with destiny, and now the time comes when we shall redeem our pledge. At the stroke of the midnight hour, when the world sleeps, India will awake to life and freedom.
Later every year, our national leaders imparted to us the realization from that wonderful vision. Today, no land is stranger to Indians. No community is alien to their diligence and sacrifice. Even in the Arabian deserts, they continue to cherish the good of their nation. Indian expatriates are the force of India's foreign exchange. Their sweat is the horsepower of India's growth miracle. From 1947 to 2017, India's age spans over 7 decades. We introduce to you 70 outstanding youths who are traversing along the dream of New India, undertaking ambitious ventures and succeeding one challenge after the other. Yes, these are the magnificent 70 visionary leaders and icons from the youthful Indians in the UAE. You can discover their dreams, ventures, goals, success stories, a success manual for the future generations. India and UAE share a sincere bond between them. The memories and experiences from that lasting bond form a rich chapter in their history. The new generation cherish their love and loyalty for the two nations in new fashion. India as their motherland and UAE their foster mother. Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourself for the 70 young Indian visionaries.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now move on to the release of the coffee table book, Young Indian Visionaries. And to receive this book from His Excellency this evening, we have the most respected Indian in the UAE, Shri Vasu Shroff, the most respected person who everybody looks up to. He brings out the spiritual love to people around him. Person honored by the President of India, the founder of the UAE-based Regal Group of companies, Shri Vasu Shroff. Sir, I request you to kindly come over to receive this book. I would also like to invite on to the dais the directors of IMG, Mr. Ragdad, Mr. Sainuddin, and yes, we have Mr. Rise on the dais. I would like to invite the jury members of the book onto the dais. I would invite Mr. James Matthew, the Group CEO of Howrath Mac, Mr. O.V. Mustafa, Chairman, Gargash Insurance and Director of Norca. We have the jury member, Mr. B. Nandakumar, Chief Communications Officer of the Lulu Group International. I believe he's not attending this function this evening. And I also invite Dr. Mustafa Sasa, Chairman of Raj Group of Companies. I also invite His Excellency Mr. Abhinav Puri, the Honorary Consul of the Republic of Chad to India. So we are privileged to have you here with us this evening as we release this book. We welcome His Excellency Mr. Abhinav Puri. And I also invite Mr. Alungal Mohammed, the President of Abir Medical Group. I invite Mr. Abdullah Poil of Medina Group. And I also invite Mr. Mohammed Majid, Managing Director of Mid-Asia Petroleum. I would also invite Azan Al Gurer on to the dais to join the dignitaries here. And Mr. P.K. Anwar Naha, please. Ladies and gentlemen, here we have the coffee table book, Young Indian Visionaries, released by His Excellency Mahmood Al-Burai, and we have the most respected Indian here receiving the book, Shri Vasu Shroff. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, dignitaries. Thank you. So that was the release of the coffee table book, and now we move on to the first edition of Asia Live Business Awards to the AV.
Asian Business Awards. Asian Business Awards 2018. Here begins the first edition of the Asian Business Awards organized by the Innovative Media Group. This award is established to appreciate the Asian businessmen for their entrepreneurial success, vision, and contribution to social causes. The award will be given every year to the best candidates selected from among prominent brands, extraordinarily successful personalities, community groups, startup projects, philanthropic initiatives. The following are selected for this year's award.
Once again, I would like to invite His Excellency Mahmood Al-Burai, please, because we have you here. It's our privilege, and I invite you to distribute the first edition of the Asia Live Business Awards. And in the first edition of the Asia Live Business Awards, the first award goes to Mr. Alungal Mohammed, the President of Abir Medical Group. Alungal Mohammed, the President of Abir Medical Group, which owns and operates healthcare facilities across the GCC countries and India, is unquestionably a pioneering name among the true modern entrepreneurs in the healthcare industry. With sound business acumen, a vision with a scientific approach, and a will to make people healthier and live longer, Alungal Mohammed has truly engrossed himself with his mission of offering affordable and quality healthcare and is being recognized as a trustworthy personality touching people's lives. Today, Abir Medical Group owns and operates 24 facilities, including the premium medical centers and hospitals in 6 countries under his leadership, and has diversified into non-healthcare sectors like the information technology, the aviation, media, advertisement, and education. He is the recipient of various awards, honors, and recognitions for his remarkable services in the field of healthcare. Thank you, sir, and congratulations. Moving on to the next award. The next award goes to Mr. Abdullah Poil, Managing Director of Al Madina Group. I invite him to kindly come over to receive the award. Abdullah Poil has built a true business empire in the supermarket retail in the UAE. With 20 hypermarkets and 40 supermarkets, his journey continues with a large and consistent turnover. He believes that success is the result of teamwork and a positive approach. Besides supermarkets, he also owns 7 jewelry outlets under the brand name Al Hind in Dubai. Congratulations and thank you. And moving on to the next award, I invite Muhammad Rashid Al Hamrani Al Shamsi. Please come over to receive this award, a businessman from the UAE. Outstanding business stalwart in the UAE, his passion is to conquer new business field, and now his name is in the mainstream of business arena in the UAE. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together as we have the recipients here on the dais to receive the award. We have Mr. Muhammad Rashid Al Hamrani Al Shamsi receiving the first Asia Live Business Award. Congratulations and thank you. And moving on to the next award. The next award goes to Mr. Muhammad Abdul Alam, the Managing Director of Decent Engineering Metal Contracting Company. So we call you, kindly come upon to receive the award. Under his leadership, the Decent Engineering Metal Contracting Company has been handling several major projects in the UAE successfully. With several years of experience, the company has a specially designed office, factory, and accommodation for workers, highlighting Mr. Muhammad Abdul Alam's commitment to best practices and excellence. A true visionary, he has been awarded the International Award for Leadership in Image and Quality in recognition of his outstanding business management. Yes, we have on the dais Mr. Muhammad Abdul Alam, Managing Director of Decent Engineering Metal Contracting Company, receiving the first edition of the Asia Live Business Award. Congratulations and thank you, sir. And moving on to the next recipient, I would invite Mr. N.M. Panikar, Managing Director of the Expert United Marine Services in Dubai, to kindly come forward to receive the award. Mr. N.M. Panikar. With more than 30 years of experience in the marine, transport and shipping industry, Mr. N.M. Panikar, the Managing Director of the Expert United Services in Dubai, stands out in the industry for his vision, commitment and hard work. Hailing from Kollam in Kerala, his story is an inspiration for the younger generation. Mr. Panikar is also a philanthropist and the director of UAE Sevanam. He also serves as the General Secretary of Sri Narayana Medical Institute in Kochi. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. N.M. Panikar, Managing Director of the Expert United Marine Services in Dubai, receiving the Asia Live Business Award from His Excellency Mahmoud Al Buraib. Congratulations and thank you, sir. Moving on to the next recipient, we have Mr. Abdul Latif KSA, the Chairman of the Fadl Group. I request you, sir, to kindly come over to receive the award. A pioneering name in providing Hajj Umrah services, Mr. Abdul Latif KSA, the Chairman of the Fadl Group, today has diversified business interest in jewelry, textiles, healthcare, education, furniture, and mobile phones. Since 1986, he has been creating a success saga that inspires all of us. He believes that the foundation of all his success is that he considers everyone as guests of Almighty Allah. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Abdul Latif KSA, Chairman of the Fadil Group, receiving the Asia Live Business Award. Congratulations and thank you, sir. And ladies and gentlemen, now moving on to the next awardee, I would like to invite Mr. Nazil Awal, the CEO and founder of Resemble Systems, to kindly come forward to receive this award. A quest for knowledge shaped Nazil Awal to be what he is today. The CEO and founder of Resemble Systems, which now has a presence in India, Saudi Arabia, and the UAE and other Gulf nations, provides digital transformation solutions and managed IT services. From a revenue of just $400, his company has evolved as a multi-million-dollar enterprise in just 7 years. His heart is into music and plans to launch a music company with a unique focus on introducing ghazals and classical music. Yes, on the dais we have Mr. Nazil Awal, CEO and founder of Resemble Systems, receiving the Asia Live Business Award. Congratulations. And moving on to the next awardee, I would like to invite Mr. Dr. Shanat Mangala, the Chairman and CEO of HNC Healthcare Group. He is also the MD of OurShopee.com. The e-commerce company is in UAE, Oman, and Qatar. The company has grown in 2 years, and now it's starting in Saudi Arabia too. With a short span of its inception, the HNC Healthcare Group defined its credentials as a leader in healthcare services in the UAE and in India. Dr. Shanat Mangala, Chairman and CEO of HNC Healthcare Group and the MD of OurShopee.com, receiving the Asia Live Business Award. Congratulations. And now I would like to invite Mr. Lasit Kayakil, the Managing Partner of Dena Furniture. I invite him to receive this award from His Excellency Mahmoud Al-Burai. He is the Chairman of the United Nations Global Compact and the CEO of Land Department. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have Mr. Lasit Kayakil, the Managing Partner of Dena Furniture. The company has aced in providing the best furniture and interiors to the leading hotels in the UAE and other GCC countries. Mr. Lasit Kayakil receiving the Asia Live Business Award. Congratulations. Thank you, His Excellency. Thank you so much. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that was the first edition of the Asia Live Business Awards. And now, I would like to invite Mr. Alangal Mohammed, the President of Abir Medical Group, to address this gathering. Sir, please.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillah. As-salatu was-salam ala Rasulil Amin. Muhammadin sallallahu alayhi wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Chief guest of today, His Excellency Muhammad Al-Burani, distinguished guest of honor, dignitaries, respected business personalities, media personnel, innovative media group members, and dear aspiring entrepreneurs. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. A very good evening to all of you. I'm very much glad to thank the organizing team of Innovative Media Group, Dubai, for taking such a great initiative to discover successful entrepreneurs. Appreciate them on this platform and encourage the resourceful youth of the present. Addressing you as a recipient of the Asia Live Business Award 2018, I feel really obliged and grateful. Also, let me congratulate the brain who worked behind the publication of the coffee table book, Young Indian Visionaries, that contains the profiles and success stories of 70 young entrepreneurs I wish the book would contain more number of motivating success stories next year. Well, my duty on this stage is to speak a few words that should inspire you. I wish to put in a better way that I am more interested to draw inspiration from my friends who have gathered here. I don't like to convince my belief that I am already a successful business person. Rather, I believe that I am an emerging entrepreneur, keen to learn novel lessons from youngsters like you. We all dream to see the dazzling sunrise of our day of success. Let me put emphasis on the truth. Don't just dream, rather do it. That's why we say a true entrepreneur is a doer and not a dreamer. If we don't find time to work for our dreams, someone will hire us for the reality of their dreams. Our life is too short to work for others. We should live to work for us and win our dreams. We must be eager and passionate to see the potential in the present and future market. It may be human resources, trends and technologies, or innovations. Whatever evolves, emerges, the outshine in the market should be observed by every person with an entrepreneur mindset. In business, time is opportunity. It's the only thing that is irreversible. So, make use of it wisely. Plant the right seeds on the right soil at the right time for the right fruits. Also, be ahead of time. See what's coming after years and envision what's beyond. I would like to stress on the importance of learning from experience. Practical experience is, of course, a great teacher in one's life. On many occasions, I have felt that real life learning is more valuable than textbook lessons. We must have true faith in Almighty Allah, and we should believe nothing is on our merits, but on His grace. It's important that we remain honest and truthful in our business and adhere to its ethics and values. We have to value stakeholder relationship in every respect. In order to be successful as a businessman, we need to create a solid impact and good person first. Remember, our life is not measured in terms of the branded clothes we wear, the expensive car we travel, or any other luxurious possession we have. Rather, it is in terms of the number of faces that smile when they hear our name. Yes, the impact of our personality is too much important. All great men are remembered and recognized forever. Why? Because they didn't live an ordinary life. Their action made them extraordinary, which left an impact of their personality on this earth forever. That's real life. That's real life. We have to be read as leaving an impact forever. The people who can come after us, even generations after, on hearing our name should say, he was amazing, she was extraordinary. Let's live in such an impactful life. I wish you a bright and excellent future. May Allah bless you all. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Thank you, Mr. Alangal Mohammed. Ladies and gentlemen, we now witnessed the first edition of the Asia Life Business Awards. They're all very successful persons. It takes a lot of hard work and dedication to achieve success. But after achieving success, we look up to certain people. Such people continue to inspire us. We continue to admire them. And yes, we have a set of most admired personalities amongst us. And IMG takes this opportunity to honor them here this evening. Moving on to the Most Admired Personality Awards. I would like to invite His Excellency Mr. Abhinav Puri, the Honorary Consul of Republic of Chad to India, to kindly come over to present the Most Admired Personality Awards. Sir, please. And to begin with, we definitely believe that the first award should go to that person whom we all respect a lot, whom we all look up to, in fact. He is the one role model. I would like to invite Mr. Vasu Shroff, the founder of the UAE-based Regal Group of companies, to kindly come over to receive this award. The most respected person who everyone looks up to. He brings out the spiritual love to people around him, the person honored by the President of India. Regal has now become a household name under his leadership. The 66-year-old company, which was established in 1952, has grown to different sectors today under his leadership. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together as we have Mr. Vasu Shroff on the dais to receive the Most Admired Personality Award from His Excellency Mr. Abhinav Puri, the Honorary Consul of Republic of Chad to India. Thank you. And moving on, we present the next award to Mr. Azan Al Ghurair, the young and vibrant entrepreneur in the UAE. I invite him to kindly come over to receive this award. He has taken the Al Ghurair Group to the next level. Al Ghurair has played an important role in the transformation of the Dubai economy with pioneering ventures in manufacturing, real estate, and other services. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together as we have such admired personalities amongst us this evening receiving the awards. Congratulations and thank you. And moving on, the next personality to receive this award is Mr. Tumbe Moideen, the founder and director of the Tumbe Group. But he has not joined us this evening, and we have his son, Mr. Akram Moideen Tumbe, to receive this award on his father's behalf. Mr. Tumbe Moideen is the founder and president of the Tumbe Group, a diversified international business conglomerate headquartered at the DIFC UAE. Mr. Tumbe Moideen is the chief patron of Ajman Indian Association and many such associations in the UAE. Receiving the award is his son, Mr. Akram Moideen Tumbe. Thank you for coming over. And moving on to the next award, the next personality is Mr. Mohan Balrani, the Indian industrialist who changed the lives of many Indian students who went to the Indian high school. I invite you, sir, to kindly come over to the dais to receive this award. He is the co-founder, senior vice chairman and MD of the Al Shurabi Group, the founder governor of Indian Business and Professional Council of Dubai. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Mohan Balrani on the dais to receive the Most Admired Personality Award.
Thank you, IMG, for the award. Just a little advice. I came to Dubai 50 years back, 51 years back, a little after Vasu Shroff. And people who have believed in Dubai have never failed. So my advice to you is believe in Dubai. Things will always be volatile, but believe in Dubai, and you will never regret. That's number one. Number two, chase merit and don't chase money. If you chase merit, money will chase you. If you chase money, money will elude you. So the easiest way for you to be successful is to chase merit. After my tenure at the Indian high school got over, after 4 years, I said, I'll keep building schools as long as I can. So I'm building now new schools under the brand name Arcadia. That is my passion. And don't stop, never stop learning. I'm 77 years old. Just to tell you, I've enrolled myself in the Open University for an undergrad course in philosophy and psychology. So don't stop learning, and the best way to be happy, the shortest cut to be happy is to give. Giving is the shortest cut to happiness. You don't necessarily, it's not only money. You can give education. You can, if you have nothing, you can give good wishes. You can pray for somebody. But the best form of giving is forgiving. If you forgive, it doesn't cost you. That is the best form of giving. Thank you very much, and thank you for the award.
And now I would like to invite the next recipient onto the dais to receive the award. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together as I invite Advocate Bindu Chetur to receive the Most Admired Personality Award. She is a very active in the social fields in the UAE, and she's a former president of the IBPC. Ladies and gentlemen, here we have Advocate Bindu Chetur receiving the Most Admired Personality Award from His Excellency Shri Abhinav Puri, the Honorary Consul of Republic of Chad to India. Thank you. And moving on, I would like to invite Mr. Mustafa Sasa, the chairman of the Raj Group of Companies, to receive this award. A very active personality in the Indian community. We have Mr. Mustafa Sasa receiving the Most Admired Personality Award. And the next award goes to Mr. Partha Banerjee. I invite you, sir, to receive this award. Mr. Partha Banerjee, the powerful CEO in the Middle East. He is the CEO of Almark Group. Thank you. And the next recipient of the Most Admired Personality is a person whom almost all Indians close to him or knowing him admire a lot. A very successful person in his field, and also he continues with his passion for singing. Mr. Abbas Ali Mirza, a well-known chartered accountant and an American qualified CPA. He is a senior partner of one of the largest global audit firms in the world, Deloitte, author of more than 15 internationally acclaimed books on international financial reporting standards published by a global publisher, Wiley, for distribution in over 100 countries worldwide. He's the chairman of the 21st session of the ISAR at the UN in Geneva. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mr. Abbas Ali Mirza receiving the Most Admired Personality Award. Let me take this opportunity to thank His Excellency Mr. Abhinav Puri for coming over and distributing these awards. Thank you so much, sir. It's our privilege and we are honored to have you here. Thank you. And I invite Mr. Abbas Ali Mirza to address this gathering.
Thank you very much. It's indeed a great honor to be given this award along with the other recipients such as Mr. Vasu Shroff and of course Mr. Mohan Walrani and many others like Mr. Azan Al Ghurair. I don't know if I'm worthy of this being categorized in this great category, but I am thankful to the Almighty to have been given this opportunity. What I've always told people, that you have to find your own way. It's never that when you start following and trying to toe the line, would you ever be recognized. I'm sure you've heard of Sir Isaac Newton, the one who discovered the law of gravity. He's got a lot of, the laws of motion. How many millions have seen apples fall from trees? But Sir Isaac Newton was the one. When he saw an apple fall, he thought that it's gravity that does that. And he discovered the laws of motion. So that's what is more important. It's not what you see. It's not what you do. It's that particular track that you take in life that you set for yourself a different path than others. I think this is what is very important in life, and always try to pursue this path that you have to be different, you have to make a difference. I don't want to make a long speech, but I'd like to thank the organizers, and I would like to once again thank the Almighty for this opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. And now we move on to the logo launch of the Young Indian Business Summit.
Young Indian Business Summit 2018, an initiative by Innovative Media Group with a view to share and exchange ideas and visions of young entrepreneurs in India and Asian countries. The first edition of Young Asian Indian Business Summit will be held at Dubai in April 2018. Renowned business leaders from around the globe, economists, campus experts, innovative entrepreneurs, IT professionals will participate in the event, which will include seminars, interaction with the corporate leaders, and awards for the best startup projects. Organized by Innovative Media Group, the Young Asian Indian Business Summit website is being launched at the venue.
Yes, and moving on to the logo release, I would like to invite Mr. Alungal Mohammed, the president of the Abir Medical Group, to do the honors, sir, please. And to receive this logo on the dais, I would like to invite the director of the Bridgeway Group, Mr. Jabir Abdul Wahab. And I also invite Sharon Shamsuddin, Jazbel, Mahesh Shahidapuri, PK Anwar Naha, Naufal Ahmed, Naveen Balrani, Deepika Mehta, AK Faisal, AAK Mustafa, and Naushad MK to kindly join on the dais. We now move on to the logo launch. I would request Mr. Naveen Balrani to receive the logo from Mr. Alungal Mohammed, the president of Abir Medical Group. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Mr. Alungal Mohammed, the president of the Abir Medical Group, releasing the logo, and we have Mr. Naveen Balrani receiving it on the dais. Thank you, dignitaries. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite Mr. James Matthew, the Group CEO of Howrath Mag, to kindly come over and address this gathering. He is one of the jury members of the Young Indian Visionaries Coffee Table book, which was released here this evening. Mr. James Matthew, Group CEO, Howrath Mag.
Good evening, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to start by congratulating all the awardees, all the admired personalities, all the young visionaries, which the book has just been released. These are prestigious moments for all of us. I think, these are awards which talk about the business success. Today, business success is all about three things: innovation, technology, and speed, especially when we are living in Dubai, when I think Dubai is all about technology, innovation, and speed. The second generation entrepreneurs have something to learn from their family and their elders. But the first generation business people, they learn in the hard way. They learn from mistakes. I'm not here to preach the usual stuff that you have to look after your health, you have to look after your time management has to be done, you have to be humble, but all that is important. But I must say that as someone who has been here for the last 25 years in business, and have seen, as someone who has seen or had the unique, distinct privilege to see the books of because I certify a lot of balance sheets. I have seen small enterprises becoming large corporations. Sadly, I also see large and successful entrepreneurs are tumbling down. So I thought I will stand before you to give you a few takeaways. The number one which came to my mind is herd mentality in Dubai. Please end the rat race. Do not follow the crowd, because there should be inner calling inside. You should know what you are best at it. The number two is, I've read somewhere that there are two types of leadership styles. There are functionally smart business people and business smart people. Who are these functionally smart people? They are domain experts. Whatever you give it to them, they will do it. No problems at all. But business smart people, they take the spirit, they go out and get the things done. And if you, maybe you are in a position to connect it in our office. If you ask somebody to do certain things, if he's a functionally smart guy, he will say, I have a lot of things to do. I cannot go and meet a next client. I might fail in my business, whatever I'm doing. At the end of the day, he will shy away from doing it because he is thinking that he's going to fail. But business smart people are there. They go out. They think that there's an opportunity. Whatever I'm doing, I can do it when I come back and do it. So, do you think the business smart people should survive, or it should be a mix of both? I must say, it should be a mix of both. Narayan Murthy, in the Infosys guy, I'm told he is a business smart guy, whereas he had a good team of functionally smart guys. That is how the business is driven. And last thing, I just want to say what Mr. Mohan said, giving back. Of course, forgiving is also equally important, very important. See, we all have heard about CSR, corporate social responsibilities. I would like to propagate the new term, personal social responsibility. Irrespective of the stage, whichever we are in, I think all of us have to do our bits and pieces, and we contribute to the younger generation and train them. Once again, I would like to congratulate all the awardees and the young visionaries and wishing them all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. James Matthew. I would now like to invite Mr. O.V. Mustafa, the chairman of the Gargash Insurance and the director of Norca, to address this gathering. He is also one of the jury members of the coffee table book, The Young Indian Visionaries, which was released here this evening. Mr. O.V. Mustafa, the chairman of Gargash Insurance.
Good evening, Your Excellencies, dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen. My first duty is to congratulate the winners, the achievers, for having been honored here for what you deserve very well, and perhaps much earlier. As a jury member, it has been an interesting and sometimes challenging to list out, to select the 70 nominees. And we know there are perhaps equally important hundreds outside the 70 we were able to choose. So once again, congratulations. It is what you have earned. I'd like to congratulate the IMG group and applaud their initiative. And I'm sure all this will result in motivating more youngsters. Yes, the future is in these young visionaries. And I think this will lead to many more successes, achievements, many more Vasu Shroffs, many more Mohan Valranis and others to be here perhaps another 25 or 30 or 40 years later. They could be the people whom we selected today could be standing here and receiving those awards. I wish you all a very bright future. As Mohanji said, yes, believe in Dubai, believe in UAE. This is the place to be, and this is the place to be for many, many more years to come. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Ovi Mustafa. Now I would like to invite Dr. Mustafa Sasa, the chairman of the Raj Group of Companies, to address this gathering. He is also one of the jury members of this coffee table book, The Young Indian Visionaries.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it's indeed a great privilege and honor to be part of this historic inaugural coffee table book shortlisting 70 visionaries, young visionaries. For the young visionaries, there are two challenges. First, to continue the legacy, what they have been empowered and endeavored, by their parents and grandparents. And second is to grow it to the level to give it to your children so that, they are proud of. All the 70, the enlisted young visionaries, I'm sure they are full of these characteristics, which definitely, they will keep continuing their road of success and journey in business, and probably, sometime in future, their children will be one of the visionaries receiving such awards. I am grateful to the IMG for giving me this award for admirable person. I'm yet to reach that level, I feel so. And one thing I want to say at this platform is that I am proxy to the real awardees. Real awardees are all those who have helped me to reach here. That includes my parents, my sporting wife, and my family, and each one of the friends and the well wishes of friends and elders which has helped me to reach here. So I'm very grateful to each one of you who has helped me to reach to this level in my journey, and I hope for your continued well wishes. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Mustafa Sasa. We've been hearing from all the successful Indians, but today as we distributed the Asia Life Business Award, it's now time to hear from a successful non-Indian. I would like to invite Mr. Muhammad Alim, the MD of Decent Engineering. He is from Bangladesh. I would like to invite him to offer felicitations.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for the floating introductions. I would like to thank God, my family, all my clients, my team and the UAE governments for all their supports, help and trust in making Decent Engineering Metal Contracting reach the level it has today. Decent is committed to providing quality service, delivering even bigger projects, and improving our standards in line with the Expo 2020. As always, we will strive to live up to our motto of empowering sense. I would like to end my speech by firstly, congratulations all the winners this evening, and a big appreciations to the award committee for rewarding me with this prosperous award. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you, Mr. Muhammad Alim. And now to propose the vote of thanks, I would like to invite Mr. Ragdad, the director of IMG.
Good evening. Assalamu alaikum. Most honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen, as far as we are concerned, our chief guest, Mahmoud Al Murai, is present. And his valuable words are very, very precious. One, and we got high level encouragement and inspiration. We express our sincere thanks and gratitude to His Excellencies, high respected guests, business award winners, honored personalities, and especially our 70 young Indian visionaries and other friends with attended leave to grace these colorful events. A big success. Thank you. Thank you very much. Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we conclude this evening's function. Dinner is served right outside this hall. We invite all of you to have dinner. Have a great evening. I was Aishwarya with you. Thank you so much.